Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Here's the starting five. State Farm presents our lineup for the tip-off. First for the Knicks, Felton is out there with Ronnie Brewer. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. Then it's Anthony, and it's Stoudemire in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, Watson out there with Iguodala. And the big man at the center position, the towering 7'1" Russian Mozgov. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Fareed in at the 4-man position.
You know, the Knicks with an 8-10 record against the Western Conference did about as well as any team in the East when facing Western Conference foes.
Now here's Felton. Back to Stoudemire. Now the pass to Brewer. 6 on the shot clock. From 13 feet, it goes down. What's interesting is you look at a lot of the Knicks roster and the big names who spent a lot of time, Steve, in the West, like Amari Stoudemire all those years with Phoenix and Melo Anthony with Denver, so they knew the West pretty well. But nonetheless, kind of an interesting record for them, only 8-10 against the West.
Yeah, a lot of big names, as you mentioned, Melo, Amari, Chandler, but I don't know how well those pieces fit together. So even though they've got a lot of star power, the puzzle didn't quite work, and I think that's why you saw the Knicks really have kind of a roller coaster season.
Felton against Lawson. Here's Anthony. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Anthony's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Carmelo belongs in that group of guys who you say, maybe he's the best scorer in the league. He's certainly close. He's right there with Kobe and Dwayne Wade, LeBron for sure. He's so skilled, he's so strong, and he's just got a knack for getting the ball in the hoop when the time is right.
His ability to do that, Steve, is a big part of why he can get a shot off anytime. I mean, he knows that he doesn't need too much space. All he needs is a fraction, and he's able to rise up over guys or go through them.
Denver with the ball after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Shot clock at 5. Iguodala kicks to Fareed. And there's another one for the Nuggets. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Felton dishes to Melo. Dishes it to Stoudemire. He dishes it to Chandler. Right side, Felton. Fires from deep. Gallinari with the rebound. Here's Mozgov. Brewer with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. 4 seconds left. Gets it to go.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
Here's Lawson. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nuggets. And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, Danilo Gallinari has really stepped into a primary offensive role on this Denver Nuggets team. George Karl said people don't understand how big he is. He can play many positions. He learned the game as a point guard, so his playmaking is at a high level. And we want to move him around, use him in pick and rolls and with the ball in his hands. He has a total package game. And guys, Gallinari is still just 24 years of age. He still has room to grow.
He certainly does, Doris. Thanks.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Denver had their struggles against the West, Kevin, but they more than made up for it with how they've just marched through the Eastern Conference teams last season.
Here comes Carmelo Anthony. He has 6. Kidd passes to Smith. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Randolph. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Lawson in for Andre Iguodala. Yeah, Denver, Clark, just ate the East alive. 16-2 record for them, and that was the best mark of any team against the opposite conference.
Yeah, you rarely see a team post a mark that high. I think it had something to do with the fact that the Nuggets just ran teams off the floor. And for the Eastern teams, they don't see Denver a whole lot. I think they were sort of shocked at the pace and the speed of those games, and Denver took advantage of that.
So here's Gallinari after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. The shot's good from Faried. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Felton against Lawson. The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, both clubs really battling under the boards.
Yeah, and you know, Steve, the rebounding story really mirrors the game at large. I mean, it's been pretty much tit for tat, neck and neck.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Nuggets on top, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. Out at Pepsi Center, the action has been good. The Denver Nuggets have the lead against New York. They're really working that ball around, doing a nice job keeping the D off balance. Danilo Gallinari making the most of his minutes. He has 8 points and also helped out with 2 rebounds.